Brief monitoring of the Ukrainian war. According to the assessment of the Institute for the Study of War, the Ukrainian military reported that some Russian troops withdrawn from the Kharkiv region were relocated to the western part of Donetsk. 260 servicemen withdrawn from the Kharkiv region arrived to make up for the significant combat losses suffered by the 107th Motorized Rifle Battalion near Donetsk. Institute for the Study of War Sviatoslav Palamer, deputy commander of the Azov regiment, posted a video on Telegram yesterday in which he stated that the troops still in Mariupol would not surrender. "My commanders and I are on the territory of Azovstal, where a certain operation is taking place, the details of which I will not disclose," Palamer said in an 18-second video. The assumption that some soldiers will continue to fight was made despite the fact that negotiations on the surrender of hundreds of Ukrainian servicemen took place in the port city this week. Washington Post. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, spoke with his Russian counterpart yesterday, and this was the first such conversation since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Milley and Valery Gerasimov discussed several security-related issues of concern and agreed to keep the lines of communication open, the Speaker of the Joint Committee, Colonel Dave Butler, told The Hill. The Russian-appointed governor of the occupied Kherson in the south of Ukraine said that the region will soon be fully integrated into Russia. Vladimir Saldo, appointed by the Russian troops, wrote in Telegram that he would become the Kherson region of the Russian Federation. The Russian parliament is considering a bill allowing Russians over 40 and foreigners over 30 to enlist in the army. The website of the State Duma says that this step will allow the military to use the skills of elderly specialists. Highly professional specialists are needed for the use of high-precision weapons, the operation of weapons and military equipment. As experience shows, they become such by the age of 40-45, the message says. Reuters. After Russia's retreat from Kiev and the northeastern city of Kharkiv, more sober assessments of the Russian invasion began to appear from Moscow, including from pro-Kremlin commentators on state television. The criticism on state television echoes the concerns that Russians express privately about the fate of the conflict in their own country. Wall Street Journal. U.S. officials are considering arming the Ukrainian armed forces with advanced anti-ship missiles to help overcome Russia's naval blockade. However, current and former U.S. officials cite obstacles to sending more powerful weapons to Ukraine, including lengthy training requirements, maintenance difficulties, and concerns that American weapons could be seized by Russian troops. There are also concerns that the provision of more powerful weapons could lead to an escalation of the conflict. Reuters. The Senate voted for the adoption of a new bill for $40 billion on the provision of military and humanitarian assistance to Ukraine. At the moment, this is the largest package of emergency assistance for Ukraine. The package brings the total U.S. aid delivered to the country to more than $50 billion, including $6 billion in security assistance such as training, VIVT and support. Air Force. China is buying a record amount of cheap Russian coal, despite the fact that Western countries are imposing sanctions against Moscow for the invasion of Ukraine. In April, the world's second-largest economy not only bought more coal from Russia than ever before, but also abolished import tariffs on all types of coal, which, according to analysts, will mainly benefit Russian suppliers. CNN. According to a report published yesterday by the cybersecurity firm Mandiant, Russian-backed actors have launched numerous disinformation campaigns aimed at demoralizing Ukrainians and fomenting internal unrest. Mandiant stated that the disinformation campaigns it identified occurred simultaneously with subversive and destructive cyber attacks directed against Ukrainian government websites. Although some of these actions are known or have already been reported, this report shows how well-known actors and campaigns can be used or otherwise refocused to support emerging security interests, including large-scale conflicts, said Alden Wallstrom, senior analyst at Mandiant. The Hill.